Hey, it's Glacier, and I am back again with SPNG, Sponge Tech Delivery Systems Incorporated. Continues to be the most followed stock right now, I think, in the land of pennies. Continues to do nice dollar volume each and every day, and I know it has a lot of followers. I get lots of questions on it, so I'm back again. And today I'm actually going to just pretty much focus on the daily chart. I have, for the past 3 or 4 videos, kind of gone into the intraday periods and so forth, but I'm actually just going to spend the time on the daily chart because what we're getting on the daily chart is a nice little pattern here, and it's one of these things where hopefully the price will be making up its mind here soon on which way it wants to go. But that being said, let's just dig in. I'm going to also narrow this down so we can focus more on it. If I leave like this kind of shrinks up, but as you can see, as soon as I get these 2 days off the chart, it gives us a nice little look like we have here. So the first thing I want to draw is just a simple line, and it's going to be the first part of our pattern. And this pattern is going to be taken into account a few different days. So I'll make this kind of thicker, and I'll just make this a goldish color, and this is what we're going to call our flagpole. And I'll explain all this in a little bit after we get it drawn up. The next part that I want to draw is right here. And I'm going to change this to the color red because this is our resistance line within the pattern. And then the final line I'm going to draw goes like this. And for you chartists out there, I'm sure you know what I'm getting at here. I'm going to make that green because that is, whoops, going to make this green. Try to make it green for support. There we go. And for you that have halfway decent imaginations, try to picture this as a flag or a pennant, and this is what we're going to call a bull flag or bull pennant formation. Either or, they both carry the same concept. And I did say bull, so it is a bullish pattern, and it's one of those things where it's worth watching because with a break out to the upside, it can really kind of launch the price to new higher levels. So let's just explain each of the parts here. We have our flagpole, and flagpoles are formed on above average volume. So because this is taking in multiple days, let's just look down here between the days that it took into account. So look at this volume during this whole up move here. And now the flag part, which is between the green support line and red resistance line, is called the flag part. And this should have less volume than what the flagpole had. And sure enough, if you look down here from this day up until this day, you can clearly see that volume has been less than what it was here during the creation of the flagpole. So that's what you want to see, and that's a good sign because it shows during this push up there is nice bullish force behind it. And although the price has been pulling back a little bit here, it is on lesser volume, so that shows that it's nothing strong in terms of somebody sitting there dumping or anything like that, more just profit taking and natural trading tendencies. Now, if all of a sudden you get a huge volume bar like this and a big candle explodes through this lower line, then that's a different story, but we haven't had that. It's been lower volume and nothing significant or nothing huge in terms of drops. It's not like you had anything like over here where it's just day after day of significantly lower lows and so forth. So right now, that is where we're at. We are sitting looking at a bull flag, bull pennant formation. Now the next thing I want to point out is, let's say we break to the upside, and on that note, if there are any breaks to the upsides, watch that volume. The higher the volume on that breakout day, the more bullish you can be on that particular day. So let's say it does break there. What sorts of resistance lines are we looking at? The first one is just going to be this previous high here of 16 cents. Once again, let me get just changed to red, and I'll make it a little thinner just so you can see, but we have 16, and then after that you have a more significant level which is formed right here at 17 cents. I'm going to make this one a little thicker since I think this line is going to be a little bit more crucial. So, or excuse me, not 17 but 18 cents. Here we had a high of almost 18, and here we had a high of almost 18. So that's going to be the key longer term resistance level to try to get through on the break of this pattern. And this will also be the level that I'm going to kind of call the confirmation level, meaning this pattern will be in a confirmed bullish breakout if you can get it breaks and closes above this 18 cent area. Sure, you could have a little breakout and it might come up a little bit before heading back down, but with a break and close above 18 cents, that's where I'm going to place my kind of confidence in saying, okay, we have an official bullish breakout from this pattern. And then real quick, just did want to map out on the 60-minute. Once again, you can kind of see that these are the lines that I drew on the daily, but during this flag period, had some real nice volume, and then during this period, you can see that volume has dropped off quite a bit more. And once again, it's not like it's just falling apart. It's just pulling back, bouncing around a little bit in a downwards direction, but nothing significant. And once again, the flag pull with higher volume shows that, sure, it looks like just profit taking at this point in time. So overall, the daily chart is in a bullish pattern. Does that mean that it's going to skyrocket to the moon? No, but it's showing that there's really nothing to panic or worry about at this point in time. Just make sure you don't get any huge volume bars with a big red candle. That would be a not so good thing. So that wraps up the chart today. If you have any questions, send me a message, and I'd also encourage you to look down in the post at the newsletter. If you sign up for my newsletter, which is free, you will also get a free ebook which has strategies and so forth on what I use when I trade. And then you also get bullish chart setups and all sorts of different things, from big boards to penny stocks. And we also give out trading ideas. Our last trading idea made about 60% over a relatively short amount of time, and the one before that made 75%. So we've been having some good success with our trading ideas also. So check that out. Like I said, it's all free. Once again, this was SPNG, Sponge Tech Delivery Systems Incorporated. Thanks for listening.